Lord, prepare me to be your son too.
Now, a righteous man is not a sinless man. For you notice he said Elijah was a man subject to like passions as we are. He had his ups and downs and his differences, and the scripture of his life proves that he had his ups and downs like we do. He had his times of wandering, and his times that his temper got away from him, and he had a lot of things that went wrong. But he was still a righteous man because he confessed his unworthiness and believed in God. So that's what made him righteous. We're not righteous within ourselves. We're righteous through Jesus Christ. I cannot be sanctified within myself. I am sanctified through Jesus Christ, who stands in the presence of God in my place. It isn't my holiness, it's His holiness. My holiness won't work at all, but His does, because God's done accepted Him, and then accepted Him, He had to accept me because I'm in Him. That's what makes it real, isn't it? And we don't have to depend on ourselves. Now, that doesn't make us say we can sin. Brother, if you sin, you're just away from God, that's all. There's only one thing to do is confess it and get right with God. As long as you desire to sin, the desire of sin still in your heart, then it's time to stay down at the altar to let things taken out. Now, you will sin. You're bound to sin, because you just can't help it. But not willfully sin. He that sins willfully after to see the knowledge of the truth. See, there remains no more sacrifice for sin. But every day you're bound to sin.
Now we know we're not Paul, neither Elisha, but we know that we still serve the same God. And they were man just as you are. Man subject to like passions, the Scripture says, as we are, and they prayed earnestly, and God respected them. God sent someone that people can have confidence as a point of contact to contact Him. We're thankful for a Father like that, aren't we, children? All of us loving and kind, trying to do everything that lays within His power to get us to believe and accept Him on His terms.
Now, sister, I am not Messiah, you know that. I'm just His servant, the smallest in all His kingdom. I don't say that to be humble, I say it for the truth. For as many things as God has did, why, I should have faith to move mountains. But I'm confessing my faults, see, that I'm sorry. Might not be the age, it might not be permitted to me. But the things that I've seen God do would make volumes of books. And then to stand and sometimes have ups and downs like everybody else. But the Bible said that Elijah was a man subject to like passions as we are. And he prayed earnestly that it wouldn't rain. Well, now, if I have correctly illustrated from the Bible here and showed by the Bible that when Jesus was here on earth and the people stood like you do now, when He knew what their trouble was, they declared that that was the sign of the Messiah. You ever heard me preach on that before? Is this your first time to be here? Oh, you've heard the message. All right.
Yes, for the Lord alone, Lord,